What's up, my dude? Your friendly neighborhood Tony here, and today in the spare tech room, we are going to take a look at what might just be the very best bang for your buck tech case on the market today. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but hear me out. First off, if you've seen any of my other videos, you know that I am a fiend when it comes to looking for cool new bags, but especially ones that are made really high quality and on a budget. And if you're like that yourself, you've definitely heard of the brand Inateck. Now, I do have to say before we go into this video, Inateck did send me this bag, but they're not paying me to make this video, and they have no say over what I say about the bag. So I've already messed around with it myself, but I packaged it back up in the box so that way you can get the full unboxing experience. So let's crack this thing open, and then I will walk you around the entire bag to see if it hopefully is something that will help you out. Now, of course, like many other Inateck bags, this comes in a pretty solid box. It even has a little message here on the side that says enhance your digital life. And if you want to know the model number, it has it down here in case you want to look up this specific model. It's AB03010. So there you go, in case you get mixed up and find the wrong case. But let's go ahead and open up this box. It is a nice box, so kudos to them for not sparing any expense on the packaging. But we'll crack that open and let's take a look inside. Now, of course, inside the box, you have a bag. And in that bag is another bag, just a little protective plastic bag to cover this thing up and keep it safe and dust free. And here it is. This is the Inateck new tech case. And I'll walk you around the bag real quick. First off, I don't know if you can tell, but the material this is made out of is really premium. And oftentimes with Inateck bags, the quality of the materials, in my experience, is what you would see in bags that are 2 to 3 times the price. So I have no idea how they're getting away with making these as cheap as they do, and I'll tell you the price a little later on in the video. I think it might surprise you. But right off the rip, the qualities here are really good. You have this, what I believe is 840D polyester, which of course is gonna be weather resistant. I think they even advertise it as waterproof, but that might be something I have to test out. But yes, you have a really good material here. It's got minimal branding, just Inateck on a little leather tab on the front with a, what is that, orange or yellowish orange? Kind of matches the background a little bit, but we've got that. Of course, you have YKK zips all around, which is fantastic. These are not any kind of chintzy, cheap zippers. These are high quality YKK zips. Now, one thing I do notice right off the bat is that the zippers themselves, although they are supposed to be weather resistant, they are not PU coated or polyurethane coated. So they might not be completely water resistant, but again, we'll have to test that out. So you've got YKK zips all around. You've got some zipper tassels on here, which I always love. These are really helpful to have. One, because they help you just grab the zippers easier, but also they have a little splash of color here, so it's easier to kind of spot where your zippers are. And I like that each opening has a kind of different style zipper on it. So this first front pocket is just kind of a traditional YKK zip. This main compartment has the yellow tassels attached to them, and then this back kind of hidden compartment has what looks to be just a black tassel. So I like that they keep them distinct so that way you know which one you're opening. I have had some other bags where the zippers kind of blend together and you don't know which one you're grabbing if you're just trying to be quick and get into your bag. So that's nice that they put a little thought into that. Now, before we get into it, let's kind of work around the bag. As I mentioned, you have 3 different compartments here. You also have a little carrying strap here that you can grab into. And this is double stitched. This is really good quality, really good material here. Very nice. At the bottom of the bag, nothing really, just some gussets and whatnot, so you can open this up. Over on this side, you have another little strap, which is kind of like a seatbelt material that you can either grab this by or hook a carabiner up to if you want to maybe carry this around. It does come with a crossbody strap, which is inside the bag. I'll show you that in a bit. But you can carabiner maybe a bottle of water or something to this, or maybe even a camera strap. I have these Peak Design camera clips, which might be able to clip onto something like this. That might be another thing worth trying out. But you have that on that side. On the other side, you also have a little G-hook kind of compression strap, which is interesting. I like that it has a compression strap. It's a bit odd that it only has it on one side and not the other. But if you do need to compress this down, you can use that strap. It does look like it might get in the way of the zipper if you want to open this completely. So you may have to remove the G-hook before you can unzip the bag completely. Along the back of the bag, you have kind of a hidden zippered compartment, which I love. This is always nice. It's, you know, not completely concealed, of course, if you're going to know it's there, but it makes it a little more difficult for, you know, thieves or pickpockets to get into your bag. And also, if you're carrying this crossbody style, this is going to be up against your body. So that kind of keeps it a little more secure. You can put your wallet or cash or whatever you have that you want to keep secure. You just throw that in that pocket and tuck away the zipper so that it's a little harder for people to see. So, okay, that is kind of working around the bag. It's also a good size here. I like this size. I will throw the dimensions up on the screen here if I can, but it is a pretty decent size, not too big. But let's go ahead and open up each pocket and see what we get inside here. So we'll start with this back pocket since it's probably the smallest. If you open that up here, it's just a kind of open space. It does have a lighter color interior, so it's a little easier to kind of see what's in there. If you drop like change or something small, SD card in there, it's going to be easier to pick out. But it's decent size, definitely big enough for a wallet or something like that, some cash. But yeah, there you go, just an easy pocket there. Then at the front, so we'll go to this front pocket next. This zips all the way around. And when you open that up, ooh, it also has these like gussets on the side here. I don't know if you can tell that, but that keeps it from flapping all the way open. And with that, you have a number of pockets in here. There's a couple of larger elastic pockets where you can slide things into, as well as these straps here, which you can use to put, you know, pens or batteries. Maybe if you have, let's see if these Sony batteries fit into that. Yep, perfectly. So you can slide a battery right in there. Actually, it's kind of made perfectly for that, or at least it fits it perfectly. Then on the front side, you have a sideways pocket that you can slide things into. That goes all the way down to the edge of the bag here. So that might be good enough for a cell phone. I've got the iPhone 14 Pro here, and this does have a pretty chunky case on it, but even with that, it does fit, so that's good. That'll work totally. We'll zip that back up here, and let's look at the main compartment. So once we get into this big main compartment, as I mentioned before, the zipper on the side with the G-hook does get stuck there, so we will have to unhook that if we want to open it all the way. And you know what? I do notice here that this is not completely removable, so that might be a mark against it. You know, if this could be completely removed, that I think would be better, because then you can just, you know, take it off entirely and never have to unbuckle it in order to get this thing opened all the way. But what's cool is that when you do open it all the way, it flops open completely, and you can use it almost like a desk caddy. So yes, you can use this as a tech bag that you carry around with you, either crossbody style, or for me, I'm actually about to leave in a few hours here to go on a trip to Europe. So I'm going to definitely pack all my tech in here and just put this in my luggage. But you can also just open it up all the way, put it on your desk, and have quick access to all of your tech. Here's a little tag in here that talks about the YKK zippers that they have on there, which of course, if you know anything about zippers, you've definitely heard about YKK zips. You got a little silica packet. And here's the strap that I mentioned before. This is just kind of a standard seatbelt strap. It definitely feels pretty soft though, a little softer than I might have expected. But you can just take this, hook it to either side, and you've got yourself a little crossbody bag. So we'll put that to the side as well. And then the main course inside this thing, there is so much room for activities. On this side, you have a couple of pen straps that you can use for pens or styluses. You've got some slots here where you can throw in more of the, you know, batteries or whatever you have that might fit in there. There's also some more of these like little slip pockets, or not pockets because they don't have bottoms to them, but you know what I mean, these little elastic slip spots. There's definitely a lot of space in here as well. So you have a solid, I don't know, what is that, 8 inches? Just kidding. So you have a solid, I don't know, inch or so of depth in here. On the opposite side, you have more of these elastic pockets. You have more of these little slips here. There's a Velcroed portion where you can slide something a bit larger, maybe a little notepad in here. So you've got that. Then towards the center, they have these like origami style folds where you can drop things into. It looks like they are, let me see here, I just want to make sure. Yes, they are closed off at the bottom, so nothing's going to slide all the way through and into the other pockets. So that's nice that they're all completely separated. You have 4 of those, as well as a center slot here, which has an additional zippered compartment that you can throw loose change or smaller items that you don't want to lose. You just toss them in there, zip it up, so that way they're nice and secure. And that is really everything that you get into this bag. I am going to pack this thing up for my trip with every single tech item that I have and see how it does. All in all, I will say I'm really digging it so far. It is made out of really solid materials, and it looks like it's going to hold everything that I need it to hold. So if you want to check out more about this Inateck bag, I will link to it in the description box below. Oh, and I did forget to mention the price that this thing is going for right now. I just saw it on sale for, I believe, around 30 bucks. So if you check that link out, it might still be on sale. Definitely hop down and look at that. It normally goes for a bit more than that, so you may be able to get yourself a good deal if you jump on and check it out there. But yeah, this thing is excellent for the price. I've seen tech bags of similar materials going for around $100. So the fact that you can pick this up at least right now on sale for $30 is pretty killer. And as it stands, a definite recommend for me. Let me know what you think in the comments below. One, have you had many Inateck bags? I certainly have. I think I've had, I want to say 3 Inateck bags at this point, and they've all served me super well. But let me know what you think in the comments. I definitely want to hear it. If you have other bags that you want to see me compare this to, I am totally down to do that. In fact, I would love to. Let me know what your recommendations are in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and get this thing packed out and hop on my flight. Otherwise, I'll see you next time in the spare tech room. All right, be good.